Hello and welcome to Valley Stadium here in Des Moines. We're here today. My name is Ami. Joined with me is Des Moines Menace player Ruben Gill. How you doing, Ruben?
Good, thank you.
Good to have you here, mate.
Good to be here.
So we're here now for coverage of your Des Moines Menace, who will go up against Texas United. Of course, it's your number 1 seed in the Des Moines Menace versus your number 8 seed in the Central Conference tonight. We saw earlier, Ruben, Flint City advance in the tournament, and the winner of this game tonight will be playing against Flint City here in Des Moines at Valley Stadium at 7 o'clock Sunday night.
Yep.
So, Ruben, we're here for Des Moines and Texas United. What are we expecting out of today?
I'm expecting a cagey game. We just witnessed one between Flint City Bucks and Chicago United.
Yeah.
But I think the Menace should come out quick, fast. Manager will be expecting them to start go well. But I think we've got to be wary of this Texas side. They've got 2 lethal strikers up front, and we've been scoring goals. Endoy, who's from Senegal, and then Powers from Barcelona as well.
Yeah.
So we've got to be wary of that. But I think the game would be cagey at start, but I'm expecting goals.
Yeah, a lot to play for here in Des Moines. A chance to move on in the Central Conference and progress in the playoffs of this year's USL League 2. We'll be back after a short break. We'll talk about the lineups and a little bit more about what we're going to expect here in Des Moines tonight.
All used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel dent and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Pizza by the rules? No thanks. That's never been our style. At Fong's, we're all about making great pizza with handmade crust and premium toppings. From a new spin on the classics and truly Iowan originals to our world-famous crab rangoon, this is how Fong's does pizza. Side your pizza with one of our signature appetizers and a tiki drink. eat in or take out. Ankeny, Drake Neighborhood on Forest, and downtown. Fong's Pizza.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
Good evening and welcome back to Valley Stadium here in Des Moines. If you're just joining us, you're with me tonight. My name is Ami, and with me is Des Moines Menace midfielder Ruben Gill. So Ruben, heading into the game tonight, just got the lineups ourselves.
Yeah.
So Menace, as you'd expect, setting up in a similar way with that back three system, the four midfielders and of course the three forwards.
Yeah.
Sebra Andreasen leads the line tonight. So what are we expecting? What's the feel been like in camp? You've been with them every day. What's the mood? What's the chemistry? How have they shaped up for this game?
I think they've been very confident and relaxed as well in this week. It's been obviously full focus onto Texas. We're not thinking about Sunday yet. Full focus on today's game, and the gaffer Mark has, made that clear. You got to get through game by game, and if we don't win today, we don't get to Sunday. So
that's it.
But I mean, the boys have been relaxed, and they just know you go out there, perform, do what they do well, and just get the goals.
So they're playing for the right. They're playing for the right to keep playing football.
Yeah.
Is basically what's going on tonight. So same thing for Texas United, coming in as your number 8 seed.
Yeah.
A couple of threats to mention. Paul Menace, we spoke about earlier, from Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah.
Papa Endoy is another one. What can you tell us about those two, Ruben?
Well, those two, they got 14 goals combined this season, which is very good for what you want from your strikers.
Yeah.
And I think the Menace have got to be wary of that. But the Texas United, they came into this game on 3 games unbeaten, not conceded in those last 3 games, but they've only scored 2. Whereas the Menace boys have scored 9 goals in the last 2 games.
Right. So
it's going to be intrigued to see. I'm intrigued to see how they do with each defense and attack.
Yeah, I guess both teams are going to approach the game slightly different. Yeah. For Texas, they're kind of caught in two minds, aren't they? Do they come out and try and take the game to Des Moines?
Yeah.
Or do they kind of hold off, sit in, stay compact, and wait for an opening, wait for a counter-attack? As for Des Moines, you can imagine they're just going to try and dominate possession, get themselves on the ball, get the creative players on the ball, and try and score as many goals as they can tonight.
Yeah, that's what I expect. We're at home. We've got home fans, so the advantage is in our favour. Whereas Texas, have to travel from down south, so that goes against them in a little bit. But I mean, once you cross that line, all that goes away. But I'm expecting good start from the Texas Menace boys and Texas just to be ready for that.
So all to play for. Once again, here in Des Moines, the winner of tonight's game will go into Sunday's game to face against Flint City Bucks, who we saw defeat Chicago earlier today, 3-1. So it's all to play for, Ruben.
Yep.
We're excited for this one. We're going to go and support Des Moines Menace. And of course, wish all the best to Texas United. We'll be back after this little break. We'll go through the lineups and we'll get straight into the action.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy, Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines. The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
We're back here at Valley Stadium, here for tonight's USL League 2 playoff game between your Des Moines Menace and Texas United, the number 1 seed going up against the number 8 seed tonight. Big game for both teams. Ruben Gill with me, Des Moines Menace midfielder. How are you feeling about this one, Ruben?
Very excited. I can't wait to see the boys in action. It's a big night, quarterfinal against Texas United. And yeah, there's a lot riding on this game, so I'm intrigued to see how the boys do.
Number 5, Stefano Pese. Number 7, Ronaldo Brown. Number 8, Zach Hargrave. Number 10, Papa Enroyo. Number 11, Paul Monell. Number 14, Jocelyn Patel. Number 17, Brandon Morales. Number 18, Jack Monte. Number 21, Hayden Kira. And number 30, Jeremy Costin. Texas is coached by Arez Ardaman.
Yep, that sure does. And
now, your 2021 Heartland Division champion, the starters for your minute. The captain, number 4, Jordan Skelton. The captain, number 16, James Thomas. The goalkeeper, number 1, Ethan Bondry. Number 2, Alberto Suarez. Number 3, Simmert Howley. Number 5, Ben McLeod. Number 7, Neil Hyatt. Number 11, Sebastian Andresen. Number 13, Manel Busquets. Zion Andrade. And number 17, Alex Moreno. And let's hear it for the Menace's mascot, Menace! The Menace are led by Mark McKeever. Coach McKeever is assisted by Steve Gray and Jesse Gorman. Tonight's referees are Joseph Mock, Anthony Sobolewski, Drew Klemp, and Kevin Stapleford. Fans, at this time we ask that all who are able to please rise for the national anthem.
Go here in Valley Stadium. Just going to talk you through the lineups for your Des Moines Menace. As you may have heard, Ethan Bandre is your goalkeeper. Looks like they'll set up in a back three system with Alberto Suarez, Jordan Skelton and Finn McRobb. James Thomas, one of the captains alongside Jordan Skelton, is at right back with Sivit Haugli and Zion Andrade in the middle. Alex Hoveno will fly down the left hand side while Neil Ayats, Manel Busquets will operate down the middle, and of course Seba Andreasen will lead the line from the front. As for Texas United, I'll go down the list. Ronaldo Brown, number 7, Jeremy Costa, number 30, Zach Hargreaves will boss the midfield in number 8, Aiden Kyra, 21, one of the players we mentioned earlier, Paul Manels, an attacker, number 11, Jack Monte, number 18, while Brandon Morales will wear number 17. Papa Endoy, another threat to be aware of, is your number 10, with defender Stefano Pesce, number 5. Jocelyn Petal will be number 14, while your centre-back Eliad Shodjai will wear number 3. So we're all set here in Des Moines, Iowa at Valley Stadium. Our number 1 seed, Des Moines Menace, will go up against Texas United in a highly anticipated playoff game. The Menace been expecting a playoff game as of every year, falling short in recent years, looking to start their run towards the national championship tonight. Ruben Gill beside me, Des Moines Menace midfielder. Ruben, for those who don't know, is here beside me for the night. What are we expecting for?
Well, I'm expecting a very, very good game here. It's been a lot of build up to this game all week, and I'm just excited to see how things turn out. Hoping for, of course, a Menace victory. Being a player myself, in and around the boys every day, I know how much it means to them, myself, everyone related to the club, including yourself, staff behind the scenes. You know, a lot goes on behind the scenes, a lot of hard work, and we all have the same goal, and we don't want the journey to end today.
Yeah, you mentioned it, a lot of work goes in behind the scenes to put on events like this, to build the team that we have, to give you boys all that goes into it. And just before we start this game, we just want to congratulate General Manager Lyle Hunt, who's brought a new person into the world, Ruben. Baby Ava was born yesterday. So Lyle, we're thinking about you, we're thinking about Amy. Congratulations, and we're looking forward to meeting Amy someday. And hopefully the boys can get a win for you guys. So congratulations, guys, we're thinking about you.
Also, shout out to the fans that made it here today. Also, those watching at home or wherever you are around the world.
Yeah,
support means a lot.
Yeah, these boys have travelled from both teams, from different countries. A lot of sacrifices being made along the way. And these boys are playing right now for the right to keep playing football. There's no bigger right than that. Trophies aside, after a difficult year 2020 is brought. This is it for the lads. This is the situation you want to be in, Ruben.
Yeah, pressured nights. It's what you want as a footballer. A lot to play for.
Yeah.
See who can live up to it.
Early pressure from the Menace. Started intense. Obviously your Menace playing in the traditional black and red. Shooting from right to left to begin with. Texas United the opposite in the white, from left to right. Just looking at the league table here, Ruben. Texas United, 6 wins, 5 losses, 3 ties. A pretty average season you'd expect. And a late run in fixtures, a couple of late wins in the season.
Yeah.
Let's put them right in the picture for the playoffs, in which they were able to qualify and be here today.
Yeah, like you said, ended the season well with 2 wins and a draw. Was enough to see them over the line to get into the playoffs. And like we said before, they've not conceded in those last 3 games. So it'll be interesting to see how the Menace can get past the defence.
Early attack here from Texas United. The ball played in. And out for a goal kick. You see the idea there. Trying to play the ball in behind. Not a lot of space.
Yeah, just overhit it.
Yeah.
Maybe Finn's got to be aware of that.
Only the second game for Finn McRobb. Impressed in his debut last week at St. Louis. Back in the team today. The left side of that front, or the back three, I should say.
Yeah, young Scotsman. Just
very
completed
brave, I must say. Very brave wearing those pink boots.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think we need to have a word.
But yeah, he just completed his freshman year at Hartpoint University. Played for Celtic in Scotland. Great team.
Great team, what are you talking about?
They are a great team. They
How
gave
much is Gaffer paying you?
Oh yeah, he's a Celtic fan, isn't he?
Zion Andrade, Nil Ayat. Alex Oveno down the left side. We see it so often every game, Ruben. How dangerous our wing backs can be from wide areas.
Yeah, Alex is a great threat.
Alex one side, James Thomas the other. We see the Menace use those wide areas so often.
Yeah, the boys, I think they've got a combined assist of 10 this season, which is, I mean, more than what you'd want, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I think the Menace boys, we were looking to expose Texas out in the wide areas.
Especially with targets like Seba Andreasen in the box, Ruben, you know, 6'4".
Yeah.
Norwegian striker.
Yeah.
When you've got a player like that in the box, deliveries are more than useful. It's Alberto Suarez up for the header. Nil Ayats connecting with Zion, and Seba finds a way through.
Oh!
Crazy start there, out for a corner. Early pressure from the Moines Menace. Couple of opportunities to score, shout for a penalty perhaps, which is being asked from the Menace players. A corner's being given as we just take a look at the replay. Nil Ayats has tried to curl it into the far post. A great clearance on the line as the ball goes out to play. And out for a corner.
See Manuel Busquets stay down.
We mentioned it in the earlier game today, Ruben, but set pieces can win you a game, can lose you a game. The trainer's being called on while that's going on. We'll just talk about the height that the Menace bring from set pieces, Ruben.
Yeah, so you see there, you got Sivert Hogli, Sebastian Andreasen, 2 big Norwegian boys.
Finn McRobb as well.
Yeah, and then Alberto Suarez as well. He's a threat. I play with him at Central Arkansas, so he's a teammate of mine, and he scored 5 goals this season.
Okay.
So he's got an eye for goal.
Yep, Jordan Skelton, we can't forget, who's in the mix.
Again,
More
he's
than
got
capable.
2 assists this season as well. And then you've got the service from Alex Orvino, who's got a great left foot on him. Unbelievable left foot, so it's a great opportunity here.
Well, Manel has to exit the field since the trainer's come on. So there'll be a man down for the set piece.
Shout out to Aubrey, great athletic trainer.
Yeah, he's out there looking after the lads.
Seems Manel is a good to go.
Red Army are out in force. We haven't forgotten their drums today. We get ready for Alex Oveno to deliver the ball. And cleared from Texas United.
Ambitious
Alberto
strike.
Suarez, don't know who he thinks he is there, but
Ambitious.
out for a goal kick.
You see it there. Great ball in by Alex.
We're just going to watch a replay from this corner. Cross goes into a dangerous delivery. I hope they haven't got Alberto Suarez's shot on the replay.
Oh,
they've done him.
you see him that flan to the top bins. But you see there early on, Siver breaking up play. That's what he's in there for.
Yep. More like a traditional centre-back, right? Siver Haugley did well in the middle of the park when he played in centre mid against Chicago.
Yep. Chipped in with a goal.
Yeah, Mark McKeever, head coach, seemed to have liked the way that worked with him further inside the field.
See it
almost
early.
like a fourth centre-back as the header goes in. And just over.
Manuel Busquets there with the header. It was a great flick on there, but I think Sivet Hughley and Busky just, I think, put too much power onto it.
Yeah, maybe got a little too far under.
See the replay here.
Replay, long throwing comes in. Flicked on. Yeah, it's a great opportunity. Should be doing better at that, I think, Manuel Busquets. Early 6 minutes into the game. A few early opportunities for the Menace. Texas now with the set piece inside the Menace half. Menace fans in attendance today. It looks like a great turnout from them. Kyle Kraus, owner of the Des Moines Menace, in attendance. It's great to see some of the lads as well who aren't involved in today's team supporting the boys from the stands.
Good defending there from Alberto Suarez.
Zion. Manel trying to turn his defender, draws a foul.
Ayaz trying to play a quick free kick to Busquets.
Is that a little Spanish accent you're trying to put on there? Is that what I heard?
I tried it.
James Thomas. And Zion. Restarting play.
But that's what the manager will be wanting for the Menace. Quick starts, try and catch them on the break, you know, think outside the box. Don't always need to play direct.
Texas starting with a back four system. It's almost like a 4-4-1-1, 4-4-2 perhaps, 4-2-3-1 in transition. So the ball is switched out to James Thomas.
So over here.
Keep control of that, yeah. And Eliat's on the turn, dispossessed. Paul Manel's technically very good. I'm sure the Menace have been aware of him. His goals, his assists this season. One thing to notice as well is, you know, his discipline, Ruben. He's found himself yellow carded 6 times, even being sent off on one occasion, Paul Manel. So is that something that plays into account when you're a player and you notice there's a player you're coming up against who's maybe got a little hot head or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. As a opposition player, you know, little things like standing on his feet, giving a little bit of dirty talk, anything like that, getting his head. But hopefully Manel today will, you know, put that aside and just focus on the game.
Yeah.
Here he is now, down the right. Great pace.
Goal! And there's the opening goal for your Des Moines Menace. Neil Ayats with the rebound. Alex Oveno with the shots across. As we just check out the replay, there it is, Alex Oveno. Goalkeeper can't quite parry that into space, and Neil Ayats the first to react.
Alex had Oveno there with a shot. Definitely going to claim that as an assist.
Of course he is.
Neil Ayats there, first to react, like you said, on his feet, on his toes. Easy finish for him. Starts down the right side with Manuel Busquets.
Yeah.
Showing his acceleration, his pace.
It's a great start from the Menace inside the first 10 minutes.
It's great awareness as well from Seba. Pulls it back. Didn't quite find the player he wanted, but leads to a goal. And like you say, first 10 minutes, great start for the boys.
Yeah, Texas restart. 1-0 to the Menace, and when you go behind against the Des Moines Menace, it makes it a whole lot harder to try and generate a positive result out of the game. Texas have got it all to do. Papa Ndoye, Paul Manel has been quiet so far, not really had a little touch yet, but still remains to be seen as to how much they can get into the game. But a good start from the Menace. Nil Ayats scoring once more, adding his 6th goal to the season. And the Menace restart the game with a throw-in.
Exactly what the boys would want. Early goal. Like you said, it makes it hard enough for Texas United. Now they're going to have to come out a little bit more as they need a goal to get back in the game. And that could, you know, fall into the hands of the Menace.
Zion on a little bit of space. You know, he started deep, didn't he, in the 6 when he first came to the Menace early in the season. Pushed into the number 10 position. And today he's back in the 6 alongside Sivert Haugli. It's a loose pass. Got to be careful with that one. They offer a great amount of balance, don't they, in midfield?
Yeah.
Alex Oveno steps forward. Nice Nil Ayats. But yeah, there's a great amount of balance there with Sivert Haugli and Zion Andrade. Sivert very defensive, very composed. Zion is great in transition.
Yeah, he's great on the ball.
Moving the ball from defence to attack. Covers the ground, covers the distance. As we see Manel breaking into the box. Sivert claims for a penalty, seems to be pushed to the ground. The referee disagrees. Texas tried to counter with a long ball over the top. Papa Ndoye can't quite keep hold of that one.
Again, the threat coming from Manuel Busquets. He's feeling himself today.
Once again, Papa Ndoye getting frustrated early on with his team there. Just wanted the ball played in a little more centrally. Misconnected pass leads to a turnover to the Menace.
Texas United happy just to sit in. Maybe making it a little bit too easy for the Menace to play through.
And out towards the keeper. Texas break, James Thomas, and here's Papa Ndoye. First we see of him. Out to Paul Manels. Step over, left footed shot, well defended from Alberto Suarez.
James Thomas there just get caught out on the halfway line. Got to be wary of the front three there. It was a 3-on-3 situation.
Yeah, that could very easily have led to a clear chance. As the replay shows, Paul Manels there driving it. Alberto Suarez very well watched, composed, and a great tackle in the end. James Thomas apologises. There's not many more of them he can give away. He knows it. Switch your play. Out to this near side. Jocelyn Patel. Yeah, Manuel Busquets with a little late contact on Stefano Pesca, the centre back.
I think we've got another goalkeeper with a random number here.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. I don't see a number 1. I'm not sure, but I don't see a number 1 or number 13 on the roster.
What's with these clubs? Might as well give him the number 9. Not too sure what he's trying to do. James Thomas breaks through. It's a 3v2. If we can make this work, Nil Ayats. Seb is joining the attack. Back to Nil. If he can get a shot away. Back out to James Thomas. Play building. And a goal for your Menace.
Manuel Busquets again. There he is with the celebration, whipping up the pot. Kissing, bellissimo. Fantastic, I told him to do that, by the way. But yeah, great goal. Great start from the Menace boys. 2-0 up in the first 15 minutes. James Thomas there with a cross, deflects into the path of Manuel Busquets, puts it home nicely.
Yeah, the defense have to deal with that a little better, I think. Have to clear that ball. It's got through 2 or 3 of them before it's found its way to the back post or a wide open Manuel Busquets.
Can't leave a guy like that in the box by himself.
Yeah, definitely can't.
He's a threat. He's been a constant threat from this first 15 minutes.
That's 2 early goals for the Menace.
2 Spanish boys.
After 15 minutes.
Or shall I say Catalan boys?
Yeah, you won't like you saying Spanish, mate.
Nah, he won't.
Can't get complacent now, the Menace. Have to keep approaching the game as if it's a 0-0 draw.
Are we seeing an early substitution here? Texas United.
There's a player out on the far side, just having a little stretch. Seeing if he can continue. There's only 10 men on the field as of right now. This one just sees the trainer. Texas can't quite get it under the control. And there's that high press again from the front three. Nils, Seba and Manel pressing as a unit. And the ball is recovered by Civet Hagley.
Well done. Hopefully Menace can just set on the ball here. Keep it moving. Texas United still down to 10 men here.
Yeah, you're right.
See that wide gap on the left.
Yeah, you can find Nil Ayats in the pocket there. Manel also, there's a lot of space to play in between the lines for the 2 number 10s.
Is James Thomas claiming the assist on that one?
Of course he is.
So what's that? Another 2 assists for the fullbacks like we mentioned before the game.
James Thomas will claim an assist even if he isn't on the field.
James Thomas.
He'll be on the phone to Kai next week asking for that. Did I get my stats?
Captain of the Menace. With Jordan Skelton. 2 great leaders.
Nice for McRob. Great ball to Alex Omeno, who wins that corner. Still down to 10 men in Texas United. The play returns onto the field.
I believe that's a substitution.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Unable to continue. For the man who had to go off, still yet to await his number. As James Thomas sets up the corner. It's Alex Oveno. Not quite well worked. Manel there asking Alex Oveno to whip that crosser back instead of going back to James Thomas.
I'm not sure why he did that. Alex Oveno on his left foot. Gives it to James Thomas, who's not left-footed.
James who?
I don't know. Forgot his name for a minute. Thomas.
And Alberto Suarez in safe possession. Jordan Skelton shifting it from side to side at that back three. See how spread out and how wide the Des Moines Menace is. Spreading out the Texas United players, drawing them out, creating the spaces. It's very difficult to deal with. Passes like that cut 2 or 3 defenders out the game. That's what Texas need to stop. Suarez. Some missed time pass, Civet Hagley recovers into Manel Busquets. It's a great turn and draws the foul. Great control, great turn from Manel Busquets. That's what you want from your number 10s. So you'll see the replay here. Well won by Civet. Very well taken from Manel, and yeah, just obstruction there. Manel just has his body in between the ball and the man. And draws a foul and draws another set piece. That can be so clinical at this stage of the tournament. Can almost put the game to bed here. Putting the game away, 3-0. Of course, can't get complacent with that as the cross comes in. For McRob, and Jordan Skelton scores.
You won't believe it. I said before the game he's going to score to him. He said he would do it for me. And he's gone and done it. Skelts.
It's a very well worked set piece. As we see the replay, the cross comes in. Alex Oveno, we've seen it so often this season with the delivery. Finn McRobb getting on the assist, and Jordan Skelton with the goal. Who'd have thought it? Finn McRobb assist, Jordan Skelton goal.
First goal of the season for him. Great time to get it.
Never at the end of it, no.
You won't.
Bet he enjoyed that one.
What we said, set pieces.
Two centre-backs combining.
It's going to be a danger.
It's 3-0 inside 20 minutes here at the Valley Stadium.
Can't ask for a much better start than that. The boys, Menace boys cannot get complacent here. Still only 20 minutes in. Long way to go. Yeah, Texas, look, you're rattled here. Let's put the ball out.
Yeah, they have an incredible mission now. 3-0 inside 20 minutes. They've got a mountain to climb. The Menace just got to keep doing what they're doing. Shifting the ball, creating space, the angles for each other. Got to tidy up the unforced errors like that. Got to treat the game like it's a 0-0. It's Paul Manel's breaks. Not quite got into the game yet. Paul Manel's Papa Ndoye. Ronaldo Brown as well. Goes on a threat down the right hand side throughout the season. Finn McRobb just gets ahead of him there in those bright pink boots.
Yeah, I still can't get over them. And when Mark went too happy with them.
Texas not quite found the rhythm of the game yet. Seem to be playing under a lot of stress, a lot of nerves. And that pressure and that press that the Menace are so resilient with. Texas can't quite get a hold of the game as of yet. It's good play, Howell now. As he breaks to the attacking third. Ronaldo Brown didn't seem to want to chase that one.
Kyra thought he was making the run. Wasn't willing to make the run though, was he? Ronaldo Brown. One name, eh?
Wow.
Love that.
Wonder who he's named after.
I reckon Cristiano Ronaldo and Scott Brown from Celtic. Just the
What a combination.
What a legend. Two legends of the game.
I thought you were going to say Wes Brown or something. And the foul drawn. And the Menace will restart the game from around the halfway line. And as we've seen so far, it's all about keeping the ball for the Menace. Dominating possession, keeping Texas United movement, keeping them running, and the gaps will open.
Been ruthless in front of goal so far.
Yeah, there's that high press again we've seen so often this season. And it's a free header to retain possession from Siva Hauger.
He's winning everything in there, look.
Yeah.
Ball just drops to him.
Even Zion's winning
Keeps
headers.
it moving.
And nil into Seba. The referee doesn't give the foul there against Manel Busquets as Paul Manel breaks.
So that Manuel Busquets could have took a shot on there.
There's Zion Andrade into Neil Ayats. Hold up play from Seba Andreasen. So the Menace keep the ball moving. There's the pressure again. Texas forced to play long. And Jordan Skelton will come away with some safe possession. And we'll move the ball on.
Papa Ndoye, he's not willing to make the runs.
No.
He's not really...
Front three, haven't had a lot to play off. As of right now, haven't had the service.
No. But they're not really creating enough for themselves either.
No. It's hard, isn't it, as a forward, Ruben? You know, do you feel like it's difficult to try and create something yourself if the service isn't quite there? Do you think it comes down to their movement? Do you think it comes down from the midfield, perhaps?
It's a bit of everything, but it's games like this, you know, you see his stats. He's got to bring his team into the game.
And you see there his technical ability to dribble in and around the Menace players. He's more than capable. Very talented player, I must say.
So far, Jordan Skelton winning the battle. Something Mark the Gaffer's big on individual battles.
Yeah. Percentages have been pretty high so far. Aerial duties, complete passes. There we see James Thomas 1v1 down the right hand side. Looking to combine with Manel Busquets. And wins the team a corner. And set pieces is such a dangerous threat from the Moines Menace with the delivery of Alex Oveno into an area where the likes of Seba Andreasen, Finn McRobb, Jordan Skelton can attack.
Yeah, what's that, an average height of what, 7 foot?
7? It's gotta be more, surely. I'd have said 9. As we get ready for the set piece, the Red Army are ready. As Alex Oveno delivers the ball. James Thomas not even expecting that. Comes back out to Alex. The delivery comes in. Goalkeeper fumbles it. And is in fact fouled. Honestly, the amount of fouls on goalkeepers we've seen today. I've seen more than the players outfield.
You have. And this is getting on with it.
And away we go. Coming up to the 30-minute mark. 27 minutes on the clock. Your Menace 3-0 up. 3 early goals. Coming from Nil Ayats, Manel Busquets, and the captain at the back, Jordan Skelton. Flint City Bucks will await the winner of this tonight. I'm sure they're watching keenly. Trying to generate some sort of scout report here in Des Moines. 7 p.m. Sunday will be the next game of the playoffs. Seba, well one back as he breaks now into the Texas United half. Lazy with the pass.
Yeah, he did the hard work.
Yeah.
Fun. Elias for the final pass. I'd like to see him maybe get a shot off as well.
Yeah.
Striker shouldn't be afraid to shoot. We've seen in the last game from the Chicago and the Flint City strikers. If you don't shoot, you won't score, like we said. And
that's not what we said, Ruben. It was, you don't buy a ticket.
Alright, that's what you said. That's what.
Don't win the raffle.
Great touch there.
Manel Busquets now in a dangerous area. Onto his right foot. And blocked.
You see they wait for the movement from Neil Ayats. Great run. Open up the space for Manel to just drive into. Just come whip his shot into the corner as he liked.
Something going on next door. No Spanish commentary. They love this, don't they? They live for this. As it breaks for Nil Ayats in the middle of the field. Out to Alex Oveno, who's most likely going to try and get out on his left foot. Delivered. Seba wins himself a corner. And there's always danger, isn't it, when Alex Oveno is down his left-hand side?
Yep.
The threat every single time. You always think something is going to happen. Just going to watch the replay. Some trickery from Alex Oveno. Manages to get the cross in. And there's always danger when the likes of Nil Ayats, Seba Andreasen, and Manel Busquets is in those dangerous areas.
Is that Luke Shaw down the left side, or is it Alex Ovino?
Listen, we can't talk about England anymore. Okay,
let's
I might cry in a minute.
The French Luke Shaw.
Can we stop, please?
Great ball in there by James Thomas.
Straight over the top for another corner. Great turnout again, I must say, from the Menace. We're just going to watch a replay of that real quick. Great support here out in Des Moines. Cheering on the lads. It does mean a lot to the boys. all the sacrifices they make, the staff do appreciate the support from fans that do help us get over the line. As we just get ready for Alex Aveno to deliver another cross into the box. Towards the back post, kept alive, perhaps not. Goal kick.
Game's calmed down just a little bit after that crazy 15-20 minutes opener. Texas looking to build himself back into the game.
Yeah. Just looking at the tables from the divisions earlier in the season, Ruben. Obviously, Des Moines Menace there, 32 goals for in the space of 11 games. And you compare that to Texas United that have scored 20 goals for and conceded 19. So only a 1-goal deficit in difference for Texas United. Des Moines Menace only conceded 7 goals this season. So just how hard is it going to be now, especially being 3 goals down for Texas United, to maybe even score, never mind getting a result out today?
No, it's going to be incredibly difficult, but it depends on how well the Menace defenders defend as a unit. And just it starts from the top, you know, being resilient with the press, resilient in midfield on second balls, just staying concentrated at the back as well. And for Ethan in goal, moments like this, games like this, you've got to be switched on.
Yeah, you're right.
But
you see it so often with goalkeepers to go 89 minutes without having to do a lot, and in the 90th minute they're called upon. Alex Aveno wins the ball and breaks into a lot of space if he can capitalise on that. Didn't quite fancy it as he switches to play out to James Thomas. And then breaks to Paul Menace.
Seba waited just a bit too long for the ball to come to him. Maybe he should have met it.
And it's a ball out to Ronaldo Brown. Can't connect with Papa Ndoye as it returns to Menace possession.
You see Moines there, he's getting frustrated, saying, hey, just keep the ball, connect the passes.
That's it, there's no combinations. I feel like Texas are very disconnected right now.
Yeah.
You know, some players are pressing when others are sitting.
Yeah.
Players are trying to play the pass in behind and players are coming short.
You see the gap there as well from the striker to defence.
Yeah.
It's a big gap.
It is, yeah. We saw earlier in the game, Chicago, the way they play.
Yeah.
There's no more than 20, 25
No.
yards. Seba can't quite direct the header. But yeah, there must be at least 40, 50 yards between, as you said, the furthest man and the striker to the defence. As it breaks now, well recovered from Jordan Skelton. Bails his teammate out there, Alberto Suarez, who lost the ball.
Exactly what I'm on about. It's concentration.
Yeah.
Can't get complacent. And that's what they need, Texas. A moment like that, counter on it. In that situation, Jordan Skelton switched on.
Yeah.
We've got to be wary, like we said. Moines and Ndoye, 14 goals between them.
They're very more than capable.
Yep.
Ronaldo Brown keeping possession. Nel Ayats. Brandon Morales now breaking with the ball. Keeping possession. Trying to find Ronaldo Brown down his right hand side.
It's better.
He's trying to look for options. Paul Menace at the back post. See the intention, Ruben. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
Paul Menace drifting off to the back post, coming in with the in-swinging cross. Touch a little bit less on that cross. Paul Menace might have been able to get on the end of it. And with Papa Ndoye gambling in the middle, an opportunity could have been had.
Yeah, it could have been. You see Ronaldo Brown there in 1v1 position. Just like see him go create something, you know, you're on the pitch there to do something.
Yeah.
You're a winger, you've got the name Ronaldo. Go do something, eh? Well, he chose a safe option, nearly came off.
Ethan Bandray taking his time. Tries to find Seba Andreasen with the flick on. Now Busquets feeling some contact. The throw-in goes to Texas United.
You see on the Texas staff here, they've got a director of mental performance, Eduardo Arambula. Hopefully, his influence in the mental side of the game can come into effect here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've also got a nutritionist, Karina Lopez. Maybe influence, little margins like this can make a big difference.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In teams, and I'm doubt many teams have access to these type of, people. And
in the modern game, especially, Ruben, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and yourself playing this summer. I've played it in the past, and it does take a toll on your mind, on your mental health.
Yeah.
Even your diet. Your body takes all kinds to recover. So it's good to see they have that staff and those facilities, and hopefully they help. Nutritionist advisors and director of mental performance. It all correlates to success at the end of the day, and crucially important. Nutrition, through the summer, sometimes you have 2 or 3 games in the space of a week.
Yeah.
You need to keep refueling your body with the right sort of things. And of course, the mental stress on that, being away from home for some of these players, and it can take a toll on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, play resumes here into the 37th minute at the Valley Stadium in Des Moines. Menace in possession. Finn McRobb. There's a switch to James Thomas.
He loves the diag.
Steven Gerrard.
More like Keenan T for him. Seba there. Oh.
Seba doing what he does best.
What's that? WWE?
Being drama queen.
Wrestling.
He's got the hair for it. And Neil Ayat breaks into the attacking third. Tries to shift it onto his left foot. Can't quite shift it enough. As Texas will break. They'll find Ronaldo Brown. Finn McRobb wins it again. Recovered. And fouled.
Triple H there again. Seb Anderson.
Good pressure. Resilience once again from Manel Busquets. He's so good at that, isn't he?
He is.
So powerful, so resilient. It's so hard to deal with on and off the ball.
One of the main reasons in the team.
Yeah, you said it. He's competing with so many talented players.
Yeah.
There's players down there. I'm looking in the stands. Hugo Comitani, not in the squad today. Manel Busquets continues and wins the penalty.
Could the ref have played the advantage there?
You think?
I
didn't see it. Let's see the replay. Manel drives with the ball, avoids one tackle, wins the second. Yeah, you're right. There is a goal at the end of that. What's he going to do here? He's Panenka, chipped. The most recent 2 down the middle. What's he going to do today? What have you been doing in training? You going to give it away?
No.
No.
I just know he's going to score.
I'm sorry, Flint. Not giving away any inside information tonight. Neil Ayat steps up. 2 from 2 from the spot this season. And takes the third. Goal! Neil Ayat adds a second to his game. Adds a 4th for the Menace. 3 from 3 from the penalty spot this season.
Ice cold.
Here's a replay. He's chipped the last 2 he's taken down the middle this time. No messing around, just slots it straight into the bottom corner. And heading into the 40th minute, your Menace are 4-0 up in the first round of the USL League 2 playoff. How much do you think a home advantage helps at this stage of the tournament, Ruben?
It helps. It does help a lot. Obviously, travelling is never convenient.
Yeah.
Being at home with your home fans, not having to travel, get that extra rest in you. Prepare better for the game. It does help, but saying that, it's not like it's going to make the biggest difference to the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything can happen out there. You still got to go out and produce the goods. And the Menace boys have done that so far. Texas just not been able to cope with the resilient pressure from the boys.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a great half for the Menace boys. 4-0 up, 40 minutes gone. Don't think you can ask for much more.
0-0 has to be the mindset from Des Moines Menace. I'm sure they have the capabilities and the mental capacity to know that themselves, to control the game, continue what they're doing, and enjoy it most of all.
Manuel Busquets again winning a free kick. Been player of the game so far. Everywhere, up and down. Nilay at second, 2 goals today.
Yep.
I'm sure he's keen to get a hat-trick.
That's his 7th of the season in as many games. As the delivery comes in and smothered by the goalkeeper. What do you think the game plan is from Texas United now? I mean, 4 goals down, we're heading into the half-time break. What do you say at half-time?
It's football, you know, or should I say soccer. Anything can happen in this game. Anything can happen in this game. You gotta keep going, because 1 goal can lead to 2 goals, and they can't give up. I feel like you gotta give it everything that second half, and they've got nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing to lose. The Texas United did so well to put themselves in a playoff position.
Yeah.
After a difficult start to the season for them, a couple of wins late on, put them right in the picture, and went down to the last game of the season and a 1-0 win. Saw them be here tonight. Zion, no need to get involved in any controversy here, kicking the ball away. 4 goals up. Menace just need to enjoy this now. Keep calm and complacent and keep doing what they're doing.
Chance here for Texas United. I feel like I could send a few more boys up. Maybe a goal for half time would be good for them. And this defence will stay switched on here. Ooh. Number 21 there, Aiden Kyra, with a half volley from the edge of the box. Just creeps past the post.
What a goal that would have been.
Would Ethan have been there?
We'll check it out on the replay. The ball comes over the top. Great technique. Just past the post. We'll just say Ethan had it covered. How about that?
Yeah, I reckon he would.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
He's came in half of his season. He's done very well.
Does very well at coaching camps as well.
He loves the shot of his Menace game.
I think he's been the MVP of the coaching camps this summer.
You really going to say that when I'm here?
Of course. Oh, you've done well, to be fair. Very reliable, I must say. "4-0 to the Menace here at Valley Stadium. Getting closer to half-time now. More of the same will be the instruction, I'm sure, from Coach McKeever. And I'm sure Flint City Bucks are awaiting us in the conference playoffs on Sunday. Return from Ronaldo. Ronaldo Brown now breaking. Tries to offload his teammate. Aiden Kyra can't quite connect the passes as it falls to a Menace ball.
It'll be interesting to see will Mark make any changes. You know, boys are 4-0 up.
Yep.
Got a game in 2 days.
You're right, that's something to consider. And with the depth within that bench, Ruben, you know, there's so many talented players on there, it's not like the quality will drop.
No.
They're more than capable, each and every one of them.
Sorry, but I can't ignore what I just seen there.
What did I miss?
Jordan Skelton played the 1-2 with the striker. Gets it back. Plays a volley up the pitch and it lands to Seba's stride.
How did I miss that? What am I watching?
How lucky can you get, Skelts? He's going to say he meant that. Like the goal.
That'll be in his highlight video. Nil Ayat's open in the middle of the field. If Alex Oveno could have just took that into his control. There's that pressure again. This time from Siva Haugley. What's he doing up there? And cleared from Jordan Skelton.
He does look tired.
Well read from James Thomas.
Always on his feet, always ready to react. Should I say always on his toes, not on his feet. But yeah, more than I expected from the Menace boys, I must say.
Yep.
Very impressed.
Here's Seb Andresen breaking, cross to the back post. Not too sure what he's trying to do there. Trying to head that back in towards the far post.
I feel like it just took an awkward bounce just at the end. It was a great cross. I feel like it was stuck in 2 minds.
Well, 1 minute added on to the end of the first half. 4 goals up for your Menace. I wouldn't necessarily say it's game over, but I'm pretty sure we can give the excuse for Lyle to go to bed. I'm sure he's going to need some rest with his baby Ava.
Yeah.
4 goals up, Lyle. I'm sure if you were here, you'd be made up with this one. As the Menace keeps seeing the half out. Alberto Suarez. The whistle blows. And your first half comes to an end here at Valley Stadium. The Menace go into the break. 4 goals up here at the playoff stage of the USL League 2. We'll be back after a quick break to review the goals, review the action, and look forward to the second half.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines. The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Hello and welcome back to Valley Stadium here in Des Moines. My name is Ami and drink with me, Ruben Gill. Ruben, 4 goals up at half-time. Des Moines Menace, the number 1 seed, of course, coming into the playoffs. Is that what you expected?
Yeah. Actually, no, it's more than I expected. 4-0 at half-time. Can't ask for much more.
Yeah.
Boys from minute 1, resilient, ruthless, creating a lot of chances.
Yeah.
Not really gave Texas a sniff in front of our own goal. I think Ethan's had to make 1 save. And Manuel Busquets on fire, creating chances, nil layouts, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Great start.
Yeah, you know, that high press. I mean, we expected the Menace to shape up in the way they did, and that high press from the front 3, transitions to the wing backs, the centre mids, all the way through the team, and it's almost impossible to deal with that if you're Texas United.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time on the ball at all. not a lot of space in the gaps or in between the lines to try and find.
No.
So the only way is direct, and when you've got players like Jordan Skelton, Alberto Suarez at the back there, Finn McRobb, of course.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they're going to win the balls.
Yeah. No, they've been very good in defence. Been reactive on the second balls, winning headers, not letting the strikers get involved in the game, like we mentioned before. Ndoye is a threat throughout the regular season, but he's coming to this game and not really had touch. And
I feel like they're getting frustrated.
They are, yeah. You see the body language, hands are going up, moaning at the teammates. Because it's frustrating. A striker like him, he's been isolated and he's not really had much help in the game. So but the defence have done well. As John Skelton, like we said, winning individual battles, not really giving them a chance, and he's chipped in with a goal as well. So it's a great game for him.
Yeah. Well, of course, the winners of tonight's game will play Flint City Bucks on Sunday. I believe Kalamazoo are playing tonight as well, on top of Mississippi Bria. I think Kalamazoo's kickoff did get delayed a little bit, so we're going to try and figure out how they're getting on and try and update you on the other side of the conference and their results. And later on in the season, you'll expect the Menace or Flint City Bucks, of course, to be playing against those teams. So as for now, we're going to take a little break. We'll come back, look forward as to what we can expect in the second half, and we'll see you then.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Welcome back to Valley Stadium here in Des Moines, where your Menace are hosting the playoffs at these early stages. Just to update you on a few things going on around the league that will affect Des Moines Menace or Flint City, or maybe even Texas, heading into the weekend. Into the 52nd minute, Kalamazoo with delayed kickoff are in fact 2-1 up at Corpus Christi. And Mississippi Bria versus Kingshammer, that game has in fact been delayed to a 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. CST. So we'll try and maybe catch the end of that. We'll try and catch the start of that, I should say, towards the end of this game. But as of right now, Kalamazoo leading 2-1. Corpus Christi trying to find a way back into that game here in Des Moines. Your Menace are 4-0 up into Texas United, so you can only expect Ruben for them to go on to Sunday and play against Flint City.
Yeah, I mean, can't say the game's done and dusted yet, but as things stand, Menace in a great position, and I'm sure Texas will come out, try and cause problems because they've got nothing to lose right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think at this point in the game, I'd be very surprised if Menace throw this game away. And yeah, like you said, Sunday night looks likely it's going to be Des Moines Menace against Flint City.
Yeah, 2 goals for Neil Ayats tonight. 1 for his fellow number 10, Manel Busquets. And a rare one for Jordan Skelton, Ruben.
Yeah, I mean, it's his first goal of the season. Great time to get the goal. assisted by Finn McRogba as well. So that's 2 centre-backs there, linking up in the box.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan, he's not just been good up front with the goals, he's been great in defence, very solid, winning area duels, on the intercepting a lot of balls as well. Not really allowing Papa Ndoye to get involved in the game.
Yeah.
Which, like we said, he's been frustrated, and I'm sure he's going to be trying to do a lot more to get himself in the game.
Yeah, well, 4 goals up, Ruben. Obviously, heading into the second half, do you expect any changes? Players to be rested ahead of Sunday? Will Gaffer, Coach Mark McKeever, be looking for reasons to maybe take some players out the game?
I think this early on, no. Half-time, no. I'd be surprised if there were any substitutions. But as we creep into the second half, the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, wouldn't be surprised if some, players that are looking to play on Sunday come off, just get their legs rested. As the game, in Mark's eyes right now, as a manager, he's thinking the game's not done. But as time goes on, obviously you start thinking, okay, who do I need to rest? Who should I bring on? So on.
It's all the case now with getting as many goals as you can, take as much confidence and of course form for those players into Sunday's game. But for now, we'll take a little break. We have 5 minutes left before the second half will begin, so we'll be straight back at it. But yeah, after this break, we'll see you soon.
All used vehicles are created equal.
DeArmond certified used vehicles have a big advantage. All makes and models 2011 or newer with under 75,000 miles receive a 175-point inspection, Carfax report, 2 oil changes, collision deductible coverage, and wheel, dent, and windshield repair.
Also, all DeArmond certified come with 2 warranties. A 1-year 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and a 2-year 100,000-mile powertrain. Only sold at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Pizza by the rules? No thanks. That's never been our style. At Fong's, we're all about making great pizza with handmade crust and premium toppings. From a new spin on the classics and truly Iowan originals to our world-famous crab rangoon, this is how Fong's does pizza. Side your pizza with one of our signature appetizers and a tiki drink. Eat in or take out. Ankeny, Drake neighborhood on Forest, and downtown. Fong's Pizza.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
Welcome back to Valley Stadium, here for your USL League 2 early round playoffs. We're here for the matchup of your Des Moines Menace versus Texas United. My name is Ami, and here with me is Des Moines Menace midfielder Ruben Gill. So, as we do a little review at the first half, 4 goals up, Nil Ayats with 2, Manel Busquets and Civet Hargreaves, Jordan Skelton with the other one. What am I doing giving goals to Civet? How about that? Well, the Menace go in 4 goals, clean sheet. More of the same, Ruben?
Yes, more of the same. Exactly what Mark would be saying. Don't get complacent. Stay switched on. He will not want to be giving the goals away at this point. Clean sheet is very important to the boys now.
Yeah.
And I know he'll definitely be, making sure they're switched on from set pieces. Like we've seen little mistakes on the halfway line. Just don't be sloppy on the ball. And that's exactly what we'll be saying to the boys.
See down there, substitutions lining up. Warming up, I should say. Alexi Morel, Rashawn Walks, Keaton Woods. There's a lot of players out there that are more than capable of coming on. Wilfred Williams, of course. Yeah. Alexi Morel, birthday today, by the way. 20 years old. Happy birthday to him. Your teammate, of course.
He is, yeah. Teammate of mine at Central Arkansas.
What a nightmare, by the way.
He's a great player, technical player. Very good. We also got Chandler Dwyer there.
I don't mean what a nightmare of a player. I mean what a nightmare of a kid.
He's a bit of a handful.
We're just going to check out the replays here. goal number 1. And that's the save. Oh, that's not the goal. Here's the goal. Manel Busquets driving through, evading a couple of tackles, winning the penalty. Could have played the advantage there for Nil Ayats, but he was lucky enough anyway to take the penalty and slot it away.
Yeah, very composed.
That's his 7th goal of the season in as many games. Here we see Alex Oveno crossing the ball. Keeper smothered it. Some great opportunities throughout the game.
Yeah.
I believe this is the goal from the set piece. Another great delivery from that boy, Alex Oveno. And 2 centre-backs linking up.
I can't believe it.
I know, what's that all about?
Surprises us.
There's the first for Nil Ayats. Very early in the game, a rebounded shot that the keeper couldn't quite hold on to. So there's your 4 goals for the Menace as we count down the clock towards the second half. Texas United already out on the field towards their bench, just waiting for the Menace to come out. So we'll just take one other last little break before we get into the action. So we'll see you after this.
The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Hello and welcome back to Valley Stadium. Your Des Moines Menace players are out on the field, as is Texas United. And we're just about set to start the second half. Ruben, second half's just about to shape up. Texas United have come back out, 4 goals down. As a player, I don't know if you've ever been in those sort of situations. How do you approach it now as a player?
It's just about giving your best, you know. You come here all the way from Texas, you've been on a long summer journey, you've got family, you've got friends watching, you've got staff watching. It's about, you know, doing the club proud, doing yourself proud, and just keeping professional. And, you know, anything can happen. Like I said before, it's football, it's a crazy sport. If you believe, anything can happen. And
yeah, absolutely. They've got nothing to lose at this point.
See there, they're pumped up as well. It's good to see, you know.
Oh, absolutely. You know, there's not many occasions like this. After a very difficult year, I mentioned earlier, it's great to have football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. It's great to see it back on. The fans are out in attendance, players are ready. It's good to see the staff out there, everyone's back enjoying the game this summer. 45 minutes left for the Menace to see out their win and progress into Sunday's game versus the Flint City Bucks. And we're underway. Finn McRobb, Jordan Skelton shifting it out through the back 3, and Alberto Suarez will come out. Chased down by Seba Andreasen. Uses his strength. And James Thomas fouls. What's new?
Yeah, direct approach there from Alberto Suarez. Channel ball down to Seba. Used his body well. And James Thomas as well tries to use his body well. Referee gave a free kick.
Pass intercepted, Alex Oveno. And Texas come away with it. It's Paul Manels down his left-hand side now in number 11. Not quite being able to get himself into the game as of yet. Been a very good year for him individually. 11 games played, 8 goals, 5 assists, 26 shots, I might add. 26 shots in 11 games. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, he's rated number 48 prospect in the USL League 2.
Yep, he's definitely one to watch. Out of Barcelona, Spain.
But yeah, talking about substitutions, Chandler Dwyer, he's featured in every single game this season for the Menace.
He's definitely told you to include that. No doubt about it.
He scored the first goal of the season for the Menace boys in the season opener as well against Green Bay Warriors.
What else has he told you to say? You got all this written down? Jesus.
Just doing my job, Amy.
Oh my. James Thomas wins the ball back high up the field. Sever Andreasen. And Neil Ayat on the left foot. Curls and scores. Goal! Is
that a hat-trick?
It is a hat-trick. 8th goal of the season. I believe that puts him as the league's top goal scorer for the Menace.
He's on fire, the kid.
He is on fire.
It's a great finish. 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, as we see the replay, Sever and Jamesy linking up down this right-hand side. Space opens up for Neil Ayat. Far post. Just bends that shot in. Easy as you like for the boy. Makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
He does. That left foot of his. It's magical. Great start for the second half from the Menace boys.
It's more of the same from the Menace.
Here come Texas.
Started the half, just like the first half finished. As Coach McKeever sends substitutions to go warm up. Got to expect surely some substitutions, Ruben. The likes of Neil Ayats, even maybe James Thomas, even a couple of centre-backs maybe. Is it a case of taking them off, giving them some rest ahead of Sunday?
Yeah, I think so. He's definitely going to now be thinking at this point in the game, 5-0 up, what we're going to be doing Sunday, who we're going to be playing, who we're going to be starting.
Yeah.
He might not admit it himself, but for sure he's thinking that. And you see the boys have gone out to warm up.
Again, there's an opportunity for Texas United from the set piece. I feel like they don't believe they're going to score, Ruben. They're not going out their way. Sacrifice their bodies to put the ball across the line. Ronaldo Brown there at the back post had an opportunity to score, as we just see the replay. The cross coming in into a very dangerous area. It's a great ball. Finds its way to the back post. Could have just tucked it in with his right foot there. He tried to wait and let it bounce and just fell out of his grasp as Manuel Busquets is down the right hand side for the Menace. Tries to cross and out for a corner.
Yeah, the Menace were lucky there. Didn't deal with the set piece correct, let it bounce in the box. It does fall to Ronaldo Brown at the back post, but like I said, he just didn't look like he wanted to score.
Yeah.
Or believed if he was going to score.
James Thomas and Alex Oveno will come out for the set piece. If they can take it short, they're at a 2v1 situation here. That height in the box, it's just a case of getting the bodies in dangerous areas.
You see it there, the height difference.
Changes the angle from the set piece. Alex Oveno doesn't quite connect with it as well as we know he can. Recovered from Finn McRobb. Still can't believe he's wearing those boots, to be honest with you. And James Thomas. Neil Ayats. And the back three will keep the ball between themselves. Ronaldo Brown trying to add a little pressure as it breaks to Alex Oveno down the left hand side. Cleverly finds its way to Manuel Busquets. Absolute workhorse down there. As Texas will restart with the throw-in.
I'd like to see more of that from the Menace. Just keeping the ball, 5-0 up. No need to get more goals. At this point in the game, just tire them out. It's easier said than done.
Yeah. And Texas win the set piece from an area that they just created a chance from, Ruben.
Yeah, Menace giving away a couple of sloppy free kicks here. They've just, like you said, almost scored from one, so I'm surprised Seivert's giving that away.
Siahu?
Seivert.
Yeah. You live with him, don't you?
Do. Top boy. Dead banter though.
Again, not quite cleared. In the way Alex Oveno will want to. They get the corner, and it's another set piece for Texas United.
Yeah, Alex got to do better there. A bit sloppy. Maybe weren't expecting it. Chance here for Texas.
Yeah, not a lot of movement in the box from Texas. As the cross goes in. And the header wide.
Again, I didn't see any belief.
Yeah,
no
you're
one
right.
really wanted to score.
As we see the replay of that corner. Not a bad area to put it in. Decent amount of height, I guess. Just drops to the back post and headed wide. Didn't really look like a set piece that was worthy of a goal at the end of it.
Good build up there from Menace. Elias found in the pocket. Getting on a half turn.
And just an update from Kalamazoo into the 78th minute. Over there in Mississippi. 3-1 up. So Kalamazoo 3-1 up at Corpus Christi. And they'll await the winner of number 3 seed Mississippi Bria and number 7 Kings Hammer. And the winner of that bracket will of course play against the winner of this one. As it stands, it will be Des Moines Menace or Flint City. As Seba Andreasen breaks out to James Thomas. And now Busquets. James Thomas trying on the half volley with a left foot. That's just what he dreams of.
Yeah, he fancies some goal, don't he? Does have a few this season, to be fair to him.
Nearly broke his foot in the process.
He's willing to do that for anything in. Nutter.
And Zion picks up the ball.
Tidy play.
Alex Aveno just looking to keep possession against the pressure of Papa and Doi. Zion just need to keep this simple, keep the ball moving. Does a good job second time round as the ball comes out to James Thomas down this right hand side. Finds Manel in acres of space in between the lines. Couldn't quite get it under his grasp. Nil Ayaz wins the ball high up the field. Plays Manel in to the back line. It's another big touch from Manel. Can't quite take it into his stride. Keep it close to him as the goalkeeper comes out. It's a great opportunity, Ruben.
It is. I feel like he could have done better. Play over his stature. Maybe just go with his left foot there.
Yeah. Maybe could have took a little bit off his first touch as well.
Yeah, it was a bit heavy.
A bit. He's only gone out for a goal kick.
He's got the legs to get there though. Well done.
And Zion, how easy for Sivat Haugli there just to play that pass forward. Texas are making this too easy for the Menace.
A wasteful ball there from Zion.
And a ball over the top. It's not a bad ball. Well dealt with from Alberto Suarez and kept in from Alex Oveno. Zion.
A lot of space in the middle now.
Sivat Haugli. A lot of space and a lot of time in the middle of the park for these players to combine, connect the passes. It's almost too easy for the Menace now.
Yeah.
Just a case of enjoying the ball, getting the touches in. Neil Ayats, I see there, just off your screen, in acres of space in the middle of the park. They just tried to force that over the top. And Paul Manels is in. Definite use of the arm there. Handball. Referee didn't see it. The game continues. Sivat Haugli. What a season he's had, by the way. Sivat Haugli. Virginia Tech. He's been a leader out there. Might not even have the armband, but the influence he's had on the team is immense.
Yeah.
And he did not tell me to say that, I promise.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, he told me to say this. He is the most
here we go.
minutes played of any player in Virginia Tech history. Legend of Virginia Tech.
How much have you got written down here? Just in case you are wondering, everyone watching, Ruben lives with Sivat Haugli, so you can imagine. And Chandler O'Dwyer. Have you got anything else to say about them? When you mentioned Chandler's haircuts, you haven't mentioned that one yet.
Yeah, if you needed a haircut, Chandler O'Dwyer's the man.
And Zion breaks with the ball. And Manel Busquets. Incredible performance from him today. He's making it look very easy. Just tries to play that into Seba Andreasen. The chances will come. And again, Texas can't seem to get a grip to the game. Not too sure what formation they're playing these days. They've Very unorganised as of right now. Texas just need to relax, get themselves set up, back in their shape, keep the ball moving a little bit, gain some possession, and see what they can create. I feel like they haven't done themselves justice here today. You know, they've come off the back of some great form in the league, putting themselves in a position to be here tonight. So, fair play to them. They've done extremely well to put themselves in a playoff position. I just feel like the Menace have been too much for them today, Ruben.
Yeah. For like the quality, Nil, Manel, you know, been very, very ruthless in front of goal, interchanging, finding space in the pockets. And it's been difficult for the Texas defenders. They haven't been able to deal with the pace and the ability that those boys carry.
Yeah.
And on comes Rashawn Williams.
Who's Rashawn Williams? It's Rashawn Walks, mate. Oh, he's going to be having a word with you. Oh,
my bad. I
can't wait for that one.
Sorry, I'd like to repeat that. On comes Rashawn Walks.
Yeah, there's no editing in this, mate. This is live TV for you.
It's because Wilfred's second name is Williams.
Shocking. Finn McRobb. Out to Alex Oveno. Rashawn Walks going down the middle as your number 9. Come on for Seba Andreasen. Changed the game so well last week. Seba against St. Louis. Today, no goals, but he's contributed with his ability off the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll be well rested to compete for a place in the team for Sunday. It's Pat Ndoye with the ball now. Drives onto his left foot. Shoots. And wins himself a corner. Done well, to be fair, to try and generate a shot. Just couldn't quite find the gap for it not to be blocked.
Yeah, first real glimpse of him today.
Yep.
Like you say, got it at his feet well. Just good defending again from the Menace defence.
As we see another substitute being ready to come on. It looks like Tyler David, if your eyes are better than mine.
I think you are right. Again, there. Corner. Great opportunity for Texas just to get something. Kicks it straight out. Disappointing.
There's Alberto Suarez to make way. Good performance again from Alberto. Made a great tackle in the first half to deny an opportunity for Paul Menace down the left-hand side. And Tyler David will get an opportunity to play here with a good chunk of minutes. 30 minutes on the clock.
Suarez today, yeah, it's been solid. Coming off with a clean sheet.
And on comes Tyler David. Came to the Menace late, Tyler David. What can you tell us about him, Ruben?
He's a very enthusiastic player on the pitch. You know, he's professional. He's been in a professional environment before. So he does offer that side of the game.
Experience.
Yeah, experience as well. But, you know, in training, a lot of energy. And he just has high standards for himself, as well as most of the boys do, if not all of the boys, which Mark sets. And he's come in, yeah, and he's met them standards, and fair play to him. He's on the pitch today. Given 30 minutes in the important game. See if he does well.
There's that press from Rashawn Walks. That's one thing you'll get out of Rashawn Walks, that energy, that ability to sprint and add pressure to the back line of Texas. And of course, he has the ability to get in behind and be clinical in front of goal. We see him do it so often for Texas Rio Grande, his school. I'm sure he's familiar with a few of these Texas players.
Yeah, he started 8 out of 8 games there.
At college?
Yeah, contributed with 5 goals. The young man from Toronto, Canada. Mr. Walks.
You sure it's Walks?
Is it Williams or is it Walks? Ah, it's Walks, of course. Here he is.
There he is. Very nifty play for Nil Ayats. Couldn't quite play that pass. Manel Busquets and Rashawn Walks being available in the middle. It's a great opportunity from Nil. Has he gone for goal there, you think, trying to add a fourth?
I think he would have squared it, to be honest. Yeah. Gave Manel second.
Again, the Menace winning the ball high up the field. Texas are struggling to deal with the press and the energy that the Menace players are bringing to the game.
It was a great tackle there by Stefano.
It was.
Pese.
The number 5 for Texas United.
Yeah.
There's another one who's had a good season so far. Zion finds himself on the edge of the box, out to Alex Aveno. Trying to find himself in some space to whip that ball around the fullback. Has to recover as a goal kick is given.
I think a lot of the boys now will fancy themselves to get on the score sheet.
Oh yeah.
At this point in the game,
goals to be there.
Play yourself, you're 5-0 up, you want to get on the score sheet.
I feel like getting down there myself, Ruben. I think I might get a game here.
Get those pink boots on from Finn, eh?
Oh my god.
Would you wear them?
Of course I would. What are you talking about? Can't get complacent now, the Menace. I see a lot of legs walking, not a lot of movement. Have to keep going. Have to get as much as they can out of this game. Take it into Sunday. Well kept from Manel. And that ball in behind for Neil, if he can chase it and get a hold of it. He's in a race that he's second to. Does well to see it out. And a goal kick is given.
Yeah, Alex just over hitting the ball down the line there. You got to know your players. Neil ain't the fastest player.
Yeah.
It's more of a, he wants it at his feet.
Sean Warks keeping the ball for his team. Combining in a triangle, Civet Hargley and James Thomas. Finds himself in acres of space again on the turn. James Thomas, where does he think he's going?
Was he expecting that?
Probably not. He took that in his stride and almost passed the ball back to the goalkeeper. Jordan Skelton comes across. And Texas reset. 64 minutes gone on the clock. Your Menace are 5 goals up in the USL League 2 Conference Playoffs. A matchup with Flint City awaits on Sunday here at Valley Stadium. 7 o'clock, the scheduled kickoff for that one. Tickets can be bought online, of course. Or if you're feeling it like on the day, you're more than welcome to step up, buy a ticket here at the game, and enjoy what is certainly going to be a very, very tough game for both teams. And Texas reset.
Yeah, all eyes on to Sunday.
And the number 8, Zach Hargreaves, trying to shift the play for Texas United from Manchester, England. Hope he's not a Man United fan.
Why's that?
You just gotta know your information, Ruben.
And I said, why do you hope he's not a Man United fan?
Because I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. Come on, keep up. We see a double substitution here. Chandler O'Dwyer and the birthday boy, Alexi Morel, coming onto the field. Civet Hargley getting a well-deserved rest. And Manel Busquets likewise.
2 very impressive performances from Civet Hargley and Manel Busquets.
Good chunk of minutes here for Alexi Morel. You can't help but feel like he's deserved more minutes on the field this year, but with the quality throughout the Menace team, it's always going to be difficult. He's got a chance now to enjoy 25 minutes of football, try and contribute to getting a goal or an assist. And of course Chandler, we've seen him so often this year, played in every game. This summer, as you mentioned before, I expect a payment, a percentage of that for saying that. A free haircut maybe. As the ball goes into the box, Tyler David deals with it. And Chandler connects with James Thomas. So Alexi and Rashawn now joining Neil Ayats in attack. It'll be interesting to see how they connect. I know they're very close off the field. Putting them both in the same room together is a very dangerous game, but it's never a dull moment. The ball goes long towards Rashawn Walks. And Zion breaks up the play with a professional foul. Texas restart.
I feel like the Menace just lost a bit of momentum here. Texas maybe, pouncing on these substitutions.
Yeah. The Menace happy to let Texas be on the ball in this area of the field. Rashawn tries to win the ball back. Happy to sit in, keep compact, keep tight. Not a lot of space for Texas to play in. He does well to initiate the foul. Zach Hargreaves. And a substitution for Texas United. Zach Hargreaves, as I just mentioned. The man making way. And coming on is number 9, Lucas Romario. Most likely going to join Papa Ndoye in attack. Paul Manels, I believe, has just been pushed towards the centre. As it breaks here for Alexi Morel. Takes the touch in, drives towards the goal. Tries to get onto his left foot. Takes the shot. And just saved from the goalkeeper and out for a corner. Do you think he slowed things down there, cutting back onto his preferred left foot?
I think he did, yeah. I think the angle was open for him.
It was.
He wanted it back on his left foot, as you can see here.
Yeah, he has just taken a few too many touches there just to shift the ball. Trying to get the play onto his left foot for him to try and connect. Strike a goal. It's great play from him though. Got the ball under control well. Drove at the defence.
Yeah.
Just unlucky not to generate a clear chance for him to challenge the goalkeeper. James Thomas with the corner. And the cross comes in into a dangerous area. And Chandler O'Dwyer trying to put his name on the score sheet. Won back by Neil Ayat in a very dangerous half. And now Texas will break. Alexi will break that up. And there's a lot of time for Alex Oveno. Gets the communication from his teammates and the Menace will reset. Heading into the last 20 minutes. Ruben, another substitution getting ready to come on. Is it just a case of managing the game now? Seeing out a 5-goal win and looking ahead to Sunday?
Yeah, bang on. At this point in the game, clean sheet would be, like I said before, massive for the Menace boys. Not just the manager, but the defence and the whole team. This is be about professional, not being silly in defence, making right decisions.
Yep. And as a player, for those watching and maybe wondering, maybe interested, what's the schedule now for the weekend going into Sunday with that game to prepare for? Obviously only one day off in between as we see Keaton coming on off the bench. What's the next couple of days going to look like? What's the plan? How's the recovery? What goes into such a quick transition into the next game?
Yeah, like you said, a quick turnover, less than 48 hours till kick off for the next game. You'll see the boys probably tomorrow in early session. Actually, maybe a bit of a later session, so they've got a night's sleep. Recovery, stretching, foam rolling, and I'm sure the gaffer will, announce the team for Sunday, as it's the day before, and you'll go over the same routine,
Set pieces.
Yeah, set pieces. Formation, how we want to play. So the boys, mentally they've got to be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's a massive game on Sunday now.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We saw Flint earlier today in their 3-1 win versus Chicago. Very impressive. Amadou Cisse in the attacking third. It's going to be a lot to deal with for the back line of the Menace, but if anyone's more than capable, it's definitely the Menace.
Yeah. Long ball there played from Texas. Jordan Skelton once again reacting first. Arguably man of the match at this point.
And I believe it is all over at the game in Kalamazoo. They see off Corpus Christi 3-1. Kalamazoo, the number 2 seed, of course, inside this conference in the bracket. The winner of them will play the winner of Mississippi Brea and Kings Hammer, who are set to kick off in around 25 minutes. And the winner of that will further go on to play against the winner of the Menace versus Flint City.
That's in what, the conference, Central Conference final. Looking on beyond that, the winner of the Central Conference final, you go into the national semi-finals.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
So yeah, so with the winner of that, you will go on to play the winner of Kalamazoo and Mississippi or Kings Hammer, and then the winner of that will go further to play the winner of the Western Conference, which will be either Portland Timbers or their opponent, which is remains to be seen. Okay. And then beyond that, we'll go into the Nationals, where the Menace will try and do what they haven't done since 2005. So all to play for both teams, for all teams in the playoffs. The Menace seeing off Texas with 5-0 into the last 15-16 minutes. It's Texas in possession.
Yeah, like you say, 2005 was the only time Des Moines Menace won the national championship.
16 appearances in the playoffs, of course. Been in the Final Four 4 times.
Also made it to the US Open Cup 13 times. I think unfortunately this season it got called off.
Look at those full of stats.
Mark McKeever's second season as head coach of the Des Moines Menace. Assisted by Dean Gray.
Yeah, 2 coaches, of course, out of Young Harris. My college coaches, of course.
I'm sure themselves, likewise the rest of the team and staff, hungry for that second championship.
100%. That's the objective.
You get a sense of, confidence and strong belief that with this group of players and everyone involved within the club, it's a special season so far. And
yeah, absolutely. The Menace have done all they needed to right now to put themselves in a position where they're the number 1 seed, they're the ones to beat. They've got the targets on the back. As one of the captains, James Thomas, makes way for Wilfred Williams. Wilfred walks.
Good performance there, skipper James Thomas.
Yeah, been exceptional again all season, as he was the last time he was here at the Menace. Played for 4 years under Coach McKeever, 2.5 of those coming at Young Harris College. Coach knows him so well. The Menace know him so well. As Texas and Paul Manels are trying to create something. Rashawn walks out under pressure as the ball is played in behind. Can't quite keep it in as it goes out for a goal kick.
Again, it's the same pattern from Texas. Just not really finding themselves in the final third. Not really seeing that in quality.
There's Alexi Morel keeping possession. Rashawn walks. Wins himself a foul, and a yellow card is set to be brandished. And then it's the number 6, Alex Estrada. Came on off the bench earlier in the game. Finds himself in the referee's books. And another set piece, Ruben. another opportunity to score. You see Jordan Skelton making his way. Why not? Get yourself a brace.
At the same time, at this point in the game, would you not want to keep clean sheet? Stay back?
Nah, they got nothing more. Not a lot of threat being offered from Texas United.
Does Alex fancy a shot here?
Delivery comes in. Keaton Woods heads over the crossbar. So a goal kick here. Texas United about to restart the play. Around 13 minutes to go in this USL League 2 playoff. Des Moines Menace 5 goals up. It's been a very clean game. Not a lot gone wrong for the Menace. We see a little explosion from Rashawn Walks. Be nice to see himself on the score sheet. Is he just giving a yellow card there?
I believe
to Chandler O'Dwyer.
He gave it to the wrong player.
I'm not too sure what that was given for.
It was Finn Marogba who made the challenge, made the foul. And I think he's got confused with who's giving the yellow card to.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't even think it was a yellow card offence. Not too sure if I missed something. There's an opportunity for the front three of Rashawn, Alexi and Keaton. See the game out.
Reminds me of that time where I think Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain got sent off for
Kieran
Kieran Gibbs.
Yeah, I
Arsenal v Chelsea.
Back home in England, yeah, I remember.
What would you do in that situation? Were you expecting, are you going to tell the ref, hey, it's me, I should be sent off, or you let him take it?
Absolutely not. To be honest, it could happen between me and you. If you get sent off and it was me who did the offence, you're the one walking.
You need to grow a beard first, mate.
I can't grow a beard even if you paid me. No problem with a moustache though. And Jordan Skelton keeps possession. Ethan Bandre getting a rare touch. 10 minutes to go. 11 minutes on the clock. As he finds Alexi Morel. Can't quite keep hold of it. And there's the pressure from Rashawn Walks. Paul Menace taking the effort. And wide of the post. You can see he's got a little bit about him, Paul Menace.
Yeah.
Has that technical ability, good on the ball. Frustrating day for him. He's more than capable of taking the game on his shoulders. Not had much help from his teammates. Papa Ndoye, not seen much of him today. Two extremely talented players. The Menace have dealt with them very well, kept them out of the game by dominating possession, not allowing his teammates to create anything for them. And Tyler David and Chandler O'Dwyer keeping possession. Keaton Woods. Alexi Morel. Tries to find Alex Oveno down the left-hand side. See the Des Moines Menace players who have made way, having a little stretch on the far side, Ruben, with a game in, as you said, less than 48 hours. Recovery is key as of this stage, correct?
Yeah, exactly. That's the professionalism you want to see from the boys. Like I said, all thoughts onto Sunday. Clearly they're getting a stretch in, getting recovery in. It's important, and fair play to the boys, doing things correctly. Small margins make the biggest difference.
Yep. And an offside flag is raised. Texas United not really had a chance to get a clear view of the goal. Ethan Bandry has been very well protected.
Yeah.
And that high line doing its job.
Well, I think credit where it's due today for the Menace boys. Scored 5 goals against the Texas side. Well, you can see the 3 goals in the last 7 games.
Yeah, this is a very special group of players. The number 1 seed, definitely the ones with a target on their back.
Yeah.
And it's Flint City is next in line to try and challenge them. course, the number 5 seed in Flint will be here at Valley Stadium at 7 o'clock. And the winner of that will progress to the Central Conference Final. And they will find Kalamazoo or the winner of Mississippi and Kings Hammer waiting for them.
Very excited for that game on Sunday night.
Yep, it's a big one.
We've seen the threat of Flint City today. The pace up front, what's he say?
Yeah, the front three was very talented.
I'm sure I'm going to go back and have a word with Gaffer. Tell him how to line up against the Flint City Bucks.
Are you going to be joining us up here?
Potentially.
Potentially.
I've had an offer from ESPN, so I might be on my way down there.
And Tyler David comes out with the ball. Jordan Skelton, goal scorer today. And he gets the ball back. It's just a case of enjoying the time on the ball now, isn't it, for the Menace?
Yeah.
Get the touches in.
Yeah, exactly.
Keaton has to anticipate there and get himself in front of his man. Ronaldo Brown attacks. Again, Keaton second to react. As the ball breaks to the far side. Cross comes in, or a shot. Tyler David deals with it.
You can see a clean sheet here. It means a lot to the boys.
Yep, fighting for that clean sheet now. Very important, taking it into the next game. Almost like a back five in transition. And cleared from Finn McRobb. Rashawn walks. Manages to get free. Can he use his pace now to get in behind? Not quite. Gives the foul the other way.
I'm not sure if that is the right call. I would like to know why that decision has been made.
Yeah, that's you know, I've been around the sport, Ruben, 19, 20 years.
Yeah.
Can't say I've ever seen a decision gone against him for something like that.
So Rashawn Williams, he's tried to put the ball past the defender.
Who's Rashawn Williams?
I knew that catching the ball. Rashawn walks.
Oh, you're going to pretend you did that deliberately.
Rashawn walks, tried to put the ball past the defender, and he's been obstructed. For some reason, the ref thinks...
Yeah, that was a weird one, must say.
I do not understand why would happen there.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Paul Manel's here, his technical ability. Trying to take it upon himself. His iron is clipped. Good sportsmanship from the two of them. As we head into the final 5 minutes. First round of the conference playoffs of the USL League 2. Coming to an end here at Valley Stadium. As we look ahead to Sunday, the Moines Menace, I think it's fair to say they will be seeing Flint City Bucks this Sunday, 7 p.m. We expect the fans to be in attendance. That home advantage, Ruben, so important.
Yeah.
Big games like that. Of course, 2 years ago, Flint City did take a win on penalties against the Moines Menace, which saw them go all the way and win the championship.
Yeah.
So the current champions trying to defend their title against the team they beat 2 years ago in the playoffs, of course.
So yeah, the Menace boys will seek revenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be wanting to seek revenge against Flint City Bucks, as they were the team to knock them out in 2019, I believe.
Yep.
Like you just said, on penalties. So it's a great opportunity.
The ball kept. As far as the number 9, Lucas Ramalho. And the Menace break with the ball. From McRobb. Another great game from him today.
Yep. Solid.
And Alexi's about 35 yards offside, I'd say.
45. But yeah, I've been impressed with Finn. He's came in late as well.
Yep.
2 very good games.
And that just shows you the quality that the Menace have throughout the team. Players like Danny Fernandez being left out of the squad today.
Yeah.
He's probably been one of the best, the most consistent players this season.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously a hard one for him to take, but
You never know. He could be well rested and more than ready to take on Flint on Sunday.
Yeah. First tackle there from Alexi.
It's another great tackle, strong play from Finn as Alexi breaks with the ball. Dispossessed. He's got to keep his head in the game, Alexi. Got to keep himself on the ball. And Alex Oveno will surely see the ball out for a goal kick. Got 2.5 minutes left of the 90. We're nearly there. The Menace have nearly seen themselves through to the next round of the USL League 2 playoffs, where they will continue to host this weekend. And Flint City will be sticking around and ready to bring that A game to the Menace. Ethan Bandre will kick the ball upfield. Keaton Woods will travel. And Chandler with a slightly high foot. Free kick played nowhere near where the foul was committed, I must add, as the ball is played down the right hand side.
It was not.
Comes out with it. And a lazy pass into Paul Manels. Keaton Woods does well. Getting complacent now, the Menace. Need to keep the ball moving.
Yeah.
Keep it professional, keep a clean performance. The last 90 seconds of the game. They've done so well up to this point. Alex Oveno, you see the 90th minute sprinting to try and support Alexi. Into Rashawn Walks. Can't quite get away from him. Alex Oveno did a great one, overlapping down that left-hand side. Just 90th minute, and you see plays like that sprinting. It's great to see. Commitment and desire from first second to the last.
Sums him up.
Jordan Skelton now safely with the ball. Chandler O'Dwyer. And Tyler David. Well, Ruben, heading into the last minute. Sum up the game for me. How do you think it's gone? Will the Menace be pleased? Of course they would. But what does this performance mean for Texas United?
Yeah, of course it's a disappointing night for Texas, but they got to take the positives from this. You know, coming this far, to come up against number one team in the country.
Yeah.
So you know they knew it wasn't going to be easy. And fair play to them. They're not giving up, even though they're 5 goals down. They've still on attack, still trying to get a goal, create something. And yeah, they should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a difficult start to their regular season, turned it round and put themselves in a position to be here tonight. That's something they have to take away from the season and be very, very proud of. From the staff to the players to their families. You know, they've spent a lot of time away from home, spend their time, some of them at college, through the fall and the spring and then the summer here.
Yeah.
So they've done well, Texas United. It's fair play to them.
Yeah. Keep their heads high.
The ball will break with Alexi. Tries to turn. The final whistle is blown. No minutes added on. And your Des Moines Menace will go through with a 5 goals victory to play Flint City this Sunday at 7 p.m. at Valley Stadium. We will be back after a short break just to sum tonight up. And we'll see you in a second.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does.
In 10 minutes or less, let Schottenkirk Chevy make you an offer on the spot for your vehicle regardless of make, model, condition, or value. With our early lease termination program, we can help you get out of your lease, whether you bought from us or not. Click, call, or stop in to get an offer for your car in 10 minutes or less.
Who loves you, Iowa? Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee does. WaukeeChevy.com.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know. El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines. The Chicken in Orilla is a classic roadhouse joint serving chicken any way you want. All hand-cut, hand-breaded, and 100% satisfying. Chicken, just like your mama used to make. Bring the whole fam for all their favorites, and chicken so good you'll know why we could only call ourselves the Chicken. In the middle of nowhere, but just minutes from everywhere.
Hello, good evening and welcome back to the Valley Stadium, where you've just seen your Des Moines Menace shut out Texas United by 5-0. Ruben, a successful night for the Menace, going into Flint City on Sunday. What can we expect out of that game?
Yeah, very successful night for the boys. I think, considering they've played a tough game today, both teams, they're going to be, a bit fatigued going into that game.
Yeah.
But likewise, it's going to be a semi-final. Both teams want to be progressing to the final, so I'm expecting a tough game for the Menace boys. Flint City, we've seen them today. Good threat, good strikers, good team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yeah, Chicago gave up a great challenge today.
Yeah.
Against the Flint City Bucks. The front three of Flint City were a little too much to handle for Chicago. We saw Amadou Cisse causing a great deal of threat and pace in behind, and of course the Menace. Great play from number 10s, Manel Busquets, especially.
Yeah.
A goal from Jordan Skelton as well. So the Menace will be taking a lot of confidence going into Sunday, as will Flint City, as the reigning champions, of course.
Yeah.
As you mentioned there, that's the semi-final going into the conference, Central Conference final, where they'll find either Mississippi Bria, Kalamazoo, or of course Mississippi's opponents there tonight. So Mississippi are hosting. They'll be playing shortly. In a game where they will actually be up against King's Hammer. So a very close game. That'll be up there today, so we'll be watching that. Ruben Gill, it's been a pleasure. Midfielder for the Menace. Hopefully, maybe we'll get you again on Sunday. That remains to be seen. I've been Ami. It's been a pleasure hosting you guys today. We'll be back at 7 o'clock kickoff for Des Moines Menace, who will be taking on the Flint City Bucks, the number 1 seed versus the number 5. 2 years prior, Flint City Bucks did knock out Des Moines Menace in the playoffs.
Yep.
So the Menace are looking for revenge in a very, very tasty looking game. We'll see you then. Good night.